Good evening, folks, and welcome to our last season finale of Talking Tom Ben News. I'm Talking Ben. Tom has it on off tonight. Ever since we started back in 2013, we've been hard at work trying to bring you the latest news from around the world. It has become a highly confident tradition for us, and it has resulted in Talking Tom Ben News being a signature fixture on TV51's channel. But now, with this series turning into a weekly show after this episode, what hopes do we have for the future? On yesterday's newscast, Talking Ginger joined us to tell us what lies ahead.
Well, for one, our graphics are going to receive a massive upgrade. TV501 Productions has recently announced this, but have yet to comment on any further details. And second, as you've just seen with Talking Tyler, we're doing a new segment called The World Fix, since world news can be tough to cover sometimes. But other than that, the future looks good for us.
Ginger is expected to make a new deal with TV51 Productions next year. We'll have continuing coverage of this new weekly schedule on our website, talkingnews.ca, including the possible deterioration of it. But for now, though, let's get to your American headlines. And the floor of a clubhouse near Clemson University, where a large party was taking place, collapsed early today, hurling dozens of people into the basement, according to authorities. What you're viewing now is video that was posted on social media showing a large portion of a floor on the first level of the building caving in as people were dancing. About 30 people had to be taken to local hospitals, and Clemson City Police say no one was trapped and none of the injuries appeared to be life-threatening. U.S. National Security Advisor John Bolton faces 2 days of high-tension talks in Moscow beginning tomorrow after President Donald Trump announced his intention to withdraw from a landmark nuclear weapons treaty. The president's announcement that the U.S. would leave the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces, or INF, treaty brought sharp criticism today from Russian officials. It also brought criticism from former Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev, who signed the treaty in 1987 with President Ronald Reagan. Trump said Russia has violated terms of the treaty that prohibit the U.S. and Russia from possessing, producing, or test-flying ground-launched nuclear cruise missiles with a range of 500 to 5,500 kilometers. Russia has repeatedly denied allegations that it has produced and tested such a missile. Authorities outside Atlanta said yesterday that they had arrested one man and were looking for another in connection with the shooting death of a Gwinnett County police officer. A suspect identified as Isaiah Pretlow, 19, was arrested by the U.S. Marshal Service and was charged with aggravated assault in the death of Officer Antoine Toney. Authorities said Pretlow was in the car when the shooting occurred, then sped away before the vehicle crashed. He fled on foot and pointed a gun at officers who fired at him. No one was hit in any exchange. A manhunt was still underway for another suspect identified as Tafari Maynard. Authorities said Maynard fled the scene of the shooting on foot.
Hey folks, your live meteorologist here. It is time for our first look at Talking City's most accurate forecast. Well, we are watching for more flurries in the coming days as we have another low pressure system about 70 kilometers southwest of the city that is set to drop another mixture of snow and rain Wednesday. In addition to that, our temperatures will take a dive into the freezing mark this week too. So I'll have that plus your Sunday forecast coming up. Back to you.
Thank you for that. And we have just received word that our live meteorologist has not agreed on a renewed contract that will take him through next year. But of course, Talking Ginger will be making a new contract with TV51 Productions next year, so stay with us. Alright, coming up next, with our 6th anniversary approaching soon, how are we preparing for this milestone? In addition to that, Talking Tyler joins us with another World Fix. We'll be right back.
Attention all Talking Tom and Ben News viewers, by the end of this year, Outfit 7 Productions' limited contract with Crozier Television Network will come to an end. This means that you will no longer be able to view Talking Tom and Ben News starting in January of 2019. Outfit 7 Productions has recently signed a new contract with Talking TV, enabling it to be broadcast on that network for 2 years. Once again, as of January 2019, Talking Tom and Ben News will no longer broadcast on the Crozier Television Network. Thank you for your understanding.
Welcome back. Well, we are well over 5 months away from hitting the 6th anniversary of the show, but some members of the Talking News team are already preparing for what is believed to be our most memorable anniversary yet. We have an article on this on our website, talkingnews.ca. Now, without further ado, let's go to the World Fix. Here is our Talking News World Correspondent, Talking Tyler.
Thank you, Talking Ben. Turkish and American troops could begin conducting joint patrols in a matter of days around the northern Syrian city of Manbij within the coming days. Army General Joseph Votel, head of U.S. Central Command, told reporters traveling with him that the soldiers' training is expected to last several more days and then will transition to combined patrols. The U.S. and the Turks have been conducting independent patrols along the border, and joint patrols are considered a way to tamp down potential violence between the various groups there. At least 22 people were killed and 171 others injured today when one of Taiwan's newer, faster trains derailed on a curve along a popular weekend route, according to officials. The train was carrying more than 366 passengers from the suburb of Taipei in the north to Taitung, a city on Taiwan's southeast coast, when it went off the tracks at 4:50 p.m. The National Fire Agency cited the cabinet spokesman office as saying 22 people were killed and 171 injured in the disaster. And that is all for your World Fix. I'm Talking Tyler. Now back to you.
Thank you, Tyler. Coming up, Talking Paul switching his role with Talking Ginger as sportscaster. The latest details on that.
But first, I will have your 7-day forecast for Talking City, including the flurries that await us later this week. Coming up.
Local broadcast of Talking Tom and Ben News is sponsored by Golden Corral. With 3 locations around Talking City, your choice rules.
Welcome back to Talking Tom Ben News. I'm your live meteorologist. It is time for Talking City's 7-day forecast. We are watching another low pressure system to the southwest of us that is set to drop some rain and snow to the region this week. At this time, I'm expecting about an inch of snow to fall, but that could change as we get the updated forecast. Thursday, I'm saying, is the best chance for snowfall, and I'm expecting Talking City to get about another inch to 2 inches. But again, that could depend as we get updated forecasts. Anyways, that's all from me, live meteorologist TV51. And Ben, it's a shame to see me go, really.
Yes, it is. Thank you for your services. Now, this season finale doesn't just mark the end of the series of the season-based newscast, it also marks the end of Talking Paul's contract with TV51 Productions.
Folks, it is with my deepest regrets that I announced that my contract with TV51 Productions is ending tomorrow. I want to thank everybody for supporting me as a great sportscaster, as I wouldn't have gotten this job without you all.
Now, this does not affect Talking Paul's tenure with Talking TV, and he will remain CEO with that company. Finally tonight, we just want to thank everybody for supporting us over the course of 9 seasons. It really means a lot to see this much backup for our series, so thank you for all your support. On behalf of Talking Tom and the entire team here at FSM Productions, this is Talking Ben the Dog. Thank you again for your support, and me and Tom hope to see you very soon. Good night.